Well, when I was playing for Juventus, Inter Milan was one of the two teams we felt we had to beat in order to win the Italian Championship. And then, obviously, you know, something has happened, and we know what has happened with the match-fixing scandal and Juventus being involved and Inter Milan being involved, and now, you know, the rivalry is huge. Sometimes the two clubs have almost hated each other, I think.
This rivalry between the teams has always existed because they are two very different clubs. The way they live and breathe football, and both have their own characteristics. Every time we face Juventus, it's a very hard-fought game, and it's very different to the match against Milan. There is a different approach to the game for us and for them. And nobody wants to lose, and everybody wants to play in that game.
Welcome back to Rivals, summer 2002. A very tight first part of the season. Juventus didn't have big transfer market signings. They bought Camoranesi and Di Vaio. They still were in contention for the top of the league with Lazio, with Inter Milan and AC Milan. At mid-February, Inter Milan and Juventus Milan are equal on points, top of the league, and that's the situation at the beginning of March for the crucial game between Juventus and Inter here at the Stadio delle Alpi di Torino. This is the game. Inter Milan with Hector Cooper, the former Valencia manager, with three strikers. Batistuta that just arrived from Roma is playing from the beginning of the game. Juventus has a more balanced team with only one striker and with a couple of players like Camoranesi and Nedved just behind him, that is Marco Di Vaio. So let's find out what's going to happen. Juventus-Inter, 2 marzo 2003.
Paparesta is the referee, and he is ready to get the game underway. We have kickoff. And he goes away from his man. This is going to be a free kick. Woolley with the foul. So ball played in by Nedved. It's punched out, but it's hit the back of the net. And I think that might be an own goal. So an early strike here for Juventus, who take an early lead. Recoba goes past Camoranesi. Recoba goes past Tacchinardi as well, and his shot has only just gone wide of the post. Camoranesi, lovely touch. Now it's Thuram coming down the flank. Nedved goes for the shot. This time it's in. Nedved makes it 2 for Juventus. Cracking shot from Pavel Nedved. Toldo well beaten this time. And Juventus in complete command of the game now. Now Vieri laying it off nicely. The shot. And that's a little bit harder from Batistuta. The referee blows the whistle for half-time, so Juventus take a 2-0 lead. Referee is ready to get the second half underway. Then here at the Stadio delle Alpi, we have kickoff. Can he get a decent cross? Well, not a bad effort this time. Batistuta with a header. Now quickly played out to Di Vaio. Di Vaio has Trezeguet once more. Di Vaio towards Trezeguet, and it's just too long. So the chances are coming at the other end for Juventus on the break. They just cannot capitalise at the moment. Nedved now down that left-hand side, taking on Zanetti. Nedved just got his ball through. Camoranesi! That's 3. And Juventus have won this game, I feel, with that 3rd goal. Camoranesi picking up the loose ball in the box, but all the good work came from this man here, Pavel Nedved. Excellent ball in. It fell kindly to Camoranesi, but he buried it into the roof of the net. Juventus 3, Inter 0. That's it. That's the final whistle. Juventus have beaten Inter by 3 goals to 0.
Such a convincing performance from Pavel Nedved, from Mauro German Camoranesi, and from all the Juventus side. A very large victory, a 3-0 victory that's going to be a turning point in the history of Serie A. Juventus will get a title against Perugia with a draw with 2 games in hand quite comfortably, and they could concentrate themselves on the Champions League. During summer 2003 there were some minor changes for Juventus, the both Miccoli, Le Grottaglie and Appia, and for Inter Milan they tried to reinforce the flanks with players like Luciano, Van der Meijden and Kili Gonzalez. Inter Milan with loads of problems during the first part of the season. After 6 games, Hector Cooper is sacked. They were 7 points behind top of the table Juventus. Alberto Zaccheroni is the new manager. He starts really well, and that's why we'll find him today on the bench in this game against Juventus in November 2003. Juventus are without Zambrotta. Birindelli will replace him with Del Piero and Trezeguet up front, while Inter Milan are having loads of problems. Just before this game, there was after the incredible defeat 5-1 at San Siro against Arsenal. No Materazzi, no Cannavaro, no Vieri, so not an easy game for the Inter Milan with El Cardinero Cruz up front. Let's find out. Stadio delle Alpi, Juventus-Inter, November 2003.
So welcome to the Derby of Italy. We are at the Delle Alpi Stadium in Turin. Zanetti coming up on the right-hand side. Prefers to find Cruz. Here's Martins. He goes down. A challenge by Montero just on the edge of the box. And this is going to be a free kick. It's not a penalty. Well seen by the referee. It's Cruz from the free kick! Cruz gives Inter a surprise lead here. What a free kick! Beyond Buffon. Zanetti playing good ball out to the other Zanetti, the captain. Here he goes, the Argentine with a strike. Wasn't far away at all. Had Buffon stretching. Swung into the middle. It's come to Camoranesi. What a chance to equalise. It's Thuram's ball to Nedved. That's lovely control. Nedved, that's a beautiful ball. Trezeguet. Martins was all on his own, but that is the half-time whistle, and Inter have a slender lead. They lead by 1-0. So welcome back to the second half, and as you can see, a change has been made. It's Di Vaio who is on to replace Camoranesi. Appia. Trezeguet just beyond Di Vaio. He couldn't latch onto it. Unlucky by Juventus. who hasn't really made an impact. And in fact, he's been dispossessed by Zanetti. Zanetti rampaging down that right-hand side now. Inside to Cruz! Good save, Cruz again. This time, no mistake. Inter 2, Juventus 0. Cruz with his second goal of the evening. And would you believe it, but Inter are winning here in Turin by 2-0. Trezeguet, that's a chance, Di Vaio. Well, saved with the feet by Toldo. Again, Cruz flicking it on, and what a mistake by Legorotaglie. Martins makes it 3. 77 minutes played, and it is game over. Juventus, who have dominated possession for large parts, but have never ever been able to really test Toldo. Well, Inter have been deadly in front of goal. Martin slipping it in between the legs of Buffon. So the corner swung in, it's a header, and then another. Montero, I think, has given Juve a consolation goal right at the death. Paolo Montero with a goal then, so Juve 1, Inter 3. It was initially by Tacchinardi, then Montero, yes, certainly crossed the line. That's it, the referee has blown the final whistle. Juve have been defeated here at the Stadio delle Alpi by 3-1. Inter with a fabulous display.
Such a brilliant and surprising victory for Inter Milan, with Alberto Zaccheroni's side. They will be accelerating in December. They will be just 1 point behind the top of the table, but then January will be a sort of nightmare for them, with only 1 point in the 3 games against Parma, Modena and Empoli. The final victory against Parma will be crucial in order to get a 4th position, to get a place for next season Champions League. Juventus will end in the 3rd position with a defeat against Lecce on the 25th of April. AC Milan will be champions.